Time for coffee talk, and we've all heard the phrase, time flies when you're having fun. How about time flies when you're older? Yeah, that doesn't roll off the tongue as much, but it apparently is true, kind of. Think about time for just a moment. We're getting deep here on Great Day, and some of your most vivid memories. Maybe it was something significant, taking a trip with your partner for the first time, or the first time your child took his or her first steps. In reality, those things might not last all that long, but when you think back to them, they might feel longer. This is all according to Haley Nelson. She's a psychology professor who spoke with Insider. She says that when you think back to your childhood, those experiences feel really long, but as you get older, each successive year represents a significantly smaller percentage of your lifetime. Another psychologist says when we are younger, it's easy to not think about time because you have so much more of it. Yet as we age, we realize we have less and less time, and that can lead to a sense of urgency, which makes life feel like it's moving so much faster. After all, when you're 5, a year in your life is 20%
of your life.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that, remember, with the pandemic, that you have these younger kids who most of their lives, everybody's wearing masks. And you wonder what kind of an impact that's going to have on them down the road.
I think you're right. I think so much of it, too, is about what you're going through. When times are difficult, it can feel like you're moving at a snail's pace. I remember when we were pregnant with our first, a coworker here said something that I've remembered ever since. He said, Chambers, the nights are long, but the months are short. And he was talking about staying up with the baby, trying to get the baby to go to bed. And that's true. I think when you're up against something, it feels like time has stopped, but then when you look back on things, you're like, it's flown by.
Here's one that, think about people who haven't been through, and I realize we've had conflicts, but that weren't wartime babies. Like, think of a child who grew up during World War II or during Vietnam. I kind of did that, or Korea, or any of those big wars. And that's not to take anything away who served in Iraq or Iran or Afghanistan or any of that. But that much of your childhood may have been consumed by wartime, and then a change that kind of, I'm sure, would have a major impact.
How could it not?
Yeah.